Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Fortifying 4 as we are playing with Japan. Alright, so before we get started, I'd like to mention that I don't know that there's going to be an episode on Sunday, guys. I mentioned that Call of War series was ramping up and we did finish the match. We did have a victor, did finish the match, and now I just need to do the final video, and I'm supposed to be working on that on Saturday. And I have to get it done before I gotta go to work on Sunday, so I'm gonna be like scrambling to get it all done between whenever I get home from work tonight and Saturday night before I go to work the next day. So I don't have a lot of time to get it finished, and there's actually quite a bit of editing for those videos, a lot more than like a typical Let's Play video, since I gotta edit in previously recorded content. So it does take a little while to do those videos, and I think I'm going to be pressing it on trying to get it finished by Sunday. I think it's going to be really, really close. So because of that, I don't know that I'll have time to record an episode for Sunday. We will see. But again, as I said, that is the end of the series, which was a pretty time-consuming series, much more than I thought it was going to be. Fun. Had a good time. I think many of you guys who joined us had a good time as well. But yeah, definitely really time-consuming. So that'll be wrapped up, and we won't have to worry about that any longer with that third video being completed. But as I said, probably won't have a video on Sunday unless I can squeeze it in, but I don't expect to be able to. So let's go and jump into today's episode, try and get as much done, since we might not have another video until, it might not be till Tuesday. So let's try and see if we can't make some progress here. So first of all, we gained a new airbase here with allows us to build 1,000 planes there, so that'll be really nice. We're also building this one up too, so you see we have room now here, although Venezuela did put some there, but essentially we can now move some more planes over here. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think we really need these fighters here, so we can move them over here, I suppose. We'll move them into here, and we're not fighting the Rocky Mountains, so we just want to move them into the west coast. So that'll get us another. Okay, so we're at 800 fighters. It's probably just going to want to kind of balance these out here. And I don't know if we have any. Yeah, we do have some guys here. So let's go and move these two. Get them deployed. We'll deploy them into this one here. And get them flying overhead. And that'll be 400 of the 1,000 that are allowed there. So we can get a total of 8 more air wings between those two air bases. So let's go and get that done. We got more close air support here. Let's go and move these guys here and get them assigned. And then we might not have any more planes just sitting around. Maybe we do. Yeah, it looks like we have a couple more here. We got some more fighters here. Actually, let's just go and move both of these guys on over here. All right, get them doing air superiority, and I think we can bring one more close air support. So let's go ahead and do that if we can find some. Yeah, here we go. We do still have planes just kind of sitting around everywhere from previous conquest. All right, so we definitely should control the west coast now, hopefully. We have quite a few planes there. And I am doing something about the strategic bombers, which should pump up here in a minute. We're going to ask the British for a license to just build their strategic bombers. And we can't do that until the 17th of May. Well, that is the 17th of May, 2300. So late tonight. Because it's going to take time to research them. It'd be nice to just be able to build them, and I don't know if we'll use them very much other than to have them for the bombs. So in that case, it just makes sense to, oh, it looks like they, okay, I thought they engaged us. Looks like we're engaging them here. But yeah, I don't think we really need to build a whole ton of them, just enough to be able to drop those bombs. So we did lose a submarine here, did engage their ships, and then they fled, or we fled, I don't know. But we engaged them with our large fleet, which I think I was supposed to, ooh, look at that. 19 destroyers sunk, excellent. I was actually supposed to redesign these, wasn't I? Because we wanted to merge these guys here back with this one. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll, after they get over here, we'll kind of change these up here. But they're actually in battle right now, or they're about to engage into a battle here. But overall, it does feel like we vastly outnumber them in ships on the Pacific coast, because again, they do have so many ships over there on that dealing with the Americans in the Atlantic. Let's go ahead and throw these guys over here. You also notice a new army that I just created. These guys are moving on over here, and I set them up for we're trying to go to Hawaii here. I set them up to just do the fallback line, but you know what, guys, I think it'd be better to go ahead and set up the invasion now. So let's go ahead and do that. And I just set that up so that they would be ready over here. But this way they can start planning now. So remember, this is going to be the attack into Mexico. I want to get Mexico knocked out. I'm tired of these guys. So we're going to send a full 24 units over there and see if it's successful. Hopefully it is. And I don't think we need to change up the sea zones. Nope. We're already covering all those zones, I believe. We do have the older ships doing that task. They now are able to reach, now that we have these dockyards here. So you can see that they're not having successful attacks here. They're very close to winning here. This is a little bit concerning that they might end up winning here. And we just can't put very many planes here, so that's an issue. Yeah, we do control the skies there, though. Not seeing... Yeah, it looks like we are not controlling the skies here. It is contested. They have quite a few planes here. We are getting this nice bonus here because we broke the enemy cipher. And that's one reason not to use it, to use the 30-day bonus, because you only get that bonus for 30 days. It's nice, but you can keep this passive bonus instead, and it's always helping you out. But you can see they have a lot more planes here than we do. Okay. Well, that's kind of strange. Shouldn't we have more than that? Are they not here yet? Okay, so once they get here, then I think that should change up and we should now control the skies. We sunk 2 light cruisers and 11 destroyers. I want to say that was the entire American fleet that they had over here protecting their convoys. So they're going to be in trouble now. But again, you can see here, we are barely holding out here. What we might want to do, although they're probably never going to stop attacking, I was going to say we start building up fortifications here, just to make sure we hold it, but they'll probably never cease the attack long enough for us to actually get them built. But remember, we're still waiting for those 2 invasions of the Blue Army here. Got one going there and one going here. We'll also take advantage of any openings that are here, though there's probably not going to be any. They do seem to have this fairly well defended. Yeah, there's really nothing here for us to take advantage of. We do have something available here. What's this? Oh yes, the last decision here. So let's go ahead and get it done. And this is in the inter-service rivalry. So we get to prioritize steel for guns or prioritize steel for ships. We're going to do this one for those dockyards. We also got the better radar. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and get the last one here. So let me see here. I don't think this one... Okay, yeah, this one does give a... So we'll just wait to upgrade our ships. It's fine. It's fine, guys. We do have 2 dockyards. Let's go ahead and get these assigned. I would like to get another line of destroyers here. So let's go ahead and start that up now. Another destroyer line, because remember, we were building 2 lines of destroyers. We had 2 different kinds of destroyers. Now we only have 1. So we can just build 2 lines of the same torpedo destroyers here. And we'll just place any dockyards we get into them, pull a little bit from the submarines there. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, they're not finished building these ones, I see. All right, so they need to finish up the cruiser submarines, and then those 3 will come over to here. All right, excellent. You'll notice that we are having some aluminum issues. Okay, let's go ahead and fix that. Do a little bit of trading there. I am worried about them taking this airbase. It does seem like we're having some difficulty holding out, but it is still green. It's kind of ticking back and forth between yellow and red. The other ones are having a lot more success, so I almost feel like we should move one of these divisions over to here, if he can even get there, without being attacked. So we got to set him up to retreat over here. But yeah, he just can't. There we go. So hopefully he'll retreat on over there. Almost got these invasions done. Oh, it looks like we already landed in San Francisco. I don't know why I said Los Angeles has fallen. Did I miss something there? Didn't it just said Los Angeles, right? I should have said San Francisco. There's no troops over here, so this will allow us to just kind of run free until they bring more units over here, and they got to pull those off of one of these fronts. So either here or here, and this is how we're going to win, guys. We just open up so many fronts that they just can't properly defend them all. That's the idea anyway. So let's go ahead and start racing down this way. Try and get across there, and we're going to use these fast troops to try and make some fast progress here, and then we'll just have the infantry kind of follow behind them. I don't expect that they'll have much success here pushing forward, and I did send probably one too many. That's fine, that's fine. We really want to get to Sacramento. That's the goal here. Oh, looks like they already have troops here. That was quicker than expected, but it's only 1 unit, and I think he was probably heading somewhere else. So we might be able to, oh, looks like we're losing here. All right, so they're still attacking us over here, and all of these attacks are going to just be extremely costly for them, guys. And then this bicycle unit, let's get them going here. Yeah, they already have troops over here. Damn, that was quick. I thought we'd have a little bit more time to make some progress here before they got here. But you know what? We'll try our best to grab as many provinces as we can. Also, remember, we're attacking down here, so we need to react to that as well. And we had another battle over here. We did sink a convoy, sunk a total of, what is that, 21 destroyers here between Mexico and America, only losing 4 of our own ships, though you can see many of our ships did take a little bit of damage here. Nothing too bad. Yeah, nothing too bad. We almost lost a light cruiser, but overall, not too shabby. Sinking the small Pacific fleet that is over here. You can see there's a couple of destroyers there, but really they just, they're probably not going to have many ships left over here unless they bring them from the Atlantic. Not seeing any other invasions by the British over here, so they're still not having any success there yet. Still winning out there. Just waiting for that to happen. Remember, we have this invasion happen over here, so we got to pay attention to this. This guy is primed to be cut off, so let's hope he doesn't get cut off from supply. You know, actually, let's have this guy go here. I was really trying to get towards the airbase, but you know what? Let's cut this guy off instead. Bring him to hover this front, and he can go that way. All right, so almost got that unit cut off there. But they could, of course, reconnect him fairly easily. So let's go ahead and instead of destroying him right away, let's thicken up the borders. And we can attack with one of these units here in a little bit. But let's first give a little bit of girth to our borders. Do we want to go ahead and get across the river here? Trying to see how the best way to go. Yeah, let's go ahead and get across the river here. All right, so I'm going to tell these guys no, they can't join the war. We'll take a look at this naval battle that happened. 2 more destroyers sunk, did lose a few more planes. Nice that we do have a good stockpile of planes, so that's not really an issue. All right, excellent. And the Green Army should hopefully be on their way on over here. Yep, and then we'll be able to invade into Mexico. All right, so these guys have been successful. Let's go ahead and push all the way up, and then we'll just have like 1 unit, maybe a bicycle, grab that 1 province for us. Try and make as much progress as we can as they pump troops down south here. That should leave this open a little bit so that maybe we can close it up. Now, I don't know, guys. It does look like could have some difficulty doing so. Yeah, we could. I mean, there's still a lot of troops over here. We have a lot of units. And it looks like we lost 2 of our submarines. Well, that's a shame. Let's go ahead and take a look at our naval situation. It looks like we don't have anything to apply over here. No ships that are done building. Alright, so these guys actually attacked across the river. That was not the way I wanted that done, but that's fine. Let's grab that airbase now. We need as many air bases as we can get. Let's go ahead and get this unit here cut off if we can. Looks like he gets there in 9 hours. Okay, we're going to get there in 22 hours. So it's not going to be quick enough. Somebody needs to attack him. How about this guy? Can he attack him? I think he can. I think he gets there in 7. I think we should be able to attack him before he gets out. And then we can still cut this guy off. All right, so good progress being made here. Are they pulling divisions back yet? They are. Okay, so that's going to open up other areas for us to advance. All right, so these guys are pushing forward here. Still have to cut this off somewhere. We got to find a place to cut them off here. All the troops that are down south. So hopefully they bring more units over there. We just got control of another large airbase, full-size airbase here, so that's going to allow us to make sure we retain control of the skies, which you already have. I mean, especially after taking that airbase, I think that was big. So again, once we get these strategic bombers, which I completely forgot to contact the British. Once that, you know, it was only a few hours. I always forget, but it's fine. It's not that long. So what we're wanting to do is get some of their strategic bombers. Hopefully their most recent one. It looks like they haven't been researching strategic bombers. That's strange. You'd think that the British would have. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I see just the level 1. That's a real shame. Yeah, that's a bummer, guys. I was hoping that we'd have a more recent one. We could just ask them for that. This is what we're going to do, though. Let's see if and I highly doubt this is the case. Let's see if the Germans have gotten a more recent one. I don't know who else would have gotten strategic bombers. I know the little countries don't typically research those because they take so long to build. So I think they're programmed not to research them. And the Germans also don't typically get strategic bombers. So they use tactical bombers instead. But we will try. We'll check. we'll see if they have it. Because the level 1 strategic bomber is, I mean, given it does let us not have to research that, but overall that's not great. The range is going to be, let's see how long we got to wait until we can talk to them again. So that's going to be the 2nd of June, 1300. We'll probably fly right past that. But yeah, I do think that this is the best way to go, though, guys. Let's go ahead and also get some more planes into California. And that airbase could also be used to send planes into other states. So let's see what we have here. So let's go ahead and take these 3. This is 2 close air support and 1 fighter. Let's get them moving in here. We could also maybe have them help out down here. I don't know if they'll be able to reach or not. We'll wait till they get here. Maybe we'll send some down to help us out there. So I want to say that's probably it as far as like just planes sitting around. And now we'll need to start pulling from the stockpile. Yes, other than the naval bombers that we got out there. That is it. So let's go ahead and, let's see, we have 600 total, so we could bring another 1,400 in. And that'll be a lot easier with that duplicate feature that was added. So we have 400 close air support. Let's go ahead and move. Let's do 200 here. Let's get these guys assigned close air support here. And then go ahead and duplicate this 2 more times. Looks like that got duplicated 1 too many times. Let's go and delete one of them. All right, and then let's go ahead and do the same thing with fighters. Though I don't know how many fighters we have. I imagine we have a good chunk of them, though. I don't even know if these are the most recent ones, but they'll update themselves, of course. And then with these ones, we're going to need, I think, 3 more of these. All right, so that gets us up to 1,400, and then we sent those other 600, so we're fully utilizing that airbase. And that'll allow us to retain control of the skies here. Now, we need to hurry up and get more troops over to the borders. This is a very large front for what we have here. Remember, we did not send a full 12 units here because we sent some over that way. We could, of course, split these up into 2 separate armies and send more units over here, I suppose. I guess that's always an option. I had thought about doing that originally anyways, but I didn't think that these 12 units would be needed here for very long. And I figured the blue front and the yellow front would connect eventually. So, and it looks like we should be able to grab Los Angeles. You know what? We need to make sure we're not doing any attacks against units if we can avoid it. Let's see if we can instead cut them off. Let's bring them up this way. Let's make sure that we always have troops kind of pushing forward here. When did they get there? Did they get there in time to get this guy destroyed? They do. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and see how we want to do this. Let's go this way. And we'll have him push towards Los Angeles. Of course, we have to destroy him, which shouldn't be too difficult. Both of these guys are going up that way. Let's go ahead and have him push forward here. Try and get some of these fronts connected. And just see if there's anything we can do here with maybe some of those divisions being pulled back. Not yet. There's still a lot of divisions there. You can see that they're all taking attrition as well, so they're not doing so good. Still got to wait here to do anything. Bike unit is going after Los Angeles now. I'm going to try and cut those guys off if we can. Let's go and continue pushing forward along these fronts. And, you know, that when they get here, the American units, they will be incredibly weak. So we have to take advantage of that. Los Angeles is open. Let's go ahead and grab it. So yeah, we'll get LA, and we almost have the entire Pacific coastline now in our hands. So things are going quite well right now. We need to make sure that these guys are assigned to this front. Oh, a lot of these guys are still down here. I know that's going to stop their movement, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and have them do that. Let's go ahead and tell them to stop any orders they might be doing. And yeah, he should be coming up over that way. Let's make sure that he's signed there, though. All right, excellent. So you are seeing this is now red. Not good, guys. We are very, very close to losing that airbase. Now, it's not as, and we can't retreat here either. It's not as big of an issue, of course, but we're never going to get these guys cut off if we lose this airbase. I think we're going to need to attack here, but we can't. They just won't stop with their own attacks. So let's go and attack here. I'd prefer to attack right there, but anywhere we can get a win. Yeah, we did get the win there. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and move more units over here now. You see that we are having some difficulty here. We are very, very close to losing it. And then let's go ahead and stop them from going up that way and do an attack there. It might not win. It's only 3 units, but the point, of course, is to lock these guys down. We need to take either that province or that province to cut them off here. Overall, not as many units as I was hoping to cut off, so that's kind of a shame. But it is what it is, guys. We did have progress here, so this is what's important. Let's go ahead and now cut these units off here, these 2 divisions. They're attacking us along here, and you can see that very likely to lose here. Let's go ahead and have this guy grab this province. Yeah, because this is a prime position for us to be cut off and destroyed. Alright, let's go ahead and continue bringing our units up here, protect that airbase where we have so many troops that we don't want to lose it. Excuse me, so many planes. But yeah, so far looking good. They keep on attacking us here. We are winning there. And we are winning here as well, despite the fact that we're only sending a couple divisions. Let's see what happened here. We lost another submarine. Alright, so that's a shame. But yeah, so far, they have pulled some units back from key areas. Seattle is the most notable one. So let's go and attack with the bikes and the infantry. Grab Seattle up, so that'll be a big win for us. No, you cannot join. I don't think that this is necessary anymore. I don't think we're going to get pushed back here. I feel pretty good about our situation now, so let's go ahead and have him go over to the front line. This is definitely a tricky situation here. We need to get them connected here. We really can't do that until we can get a win, and we got to get them to stop from attacking just for at least a short time. We did decrypt the German cipher. Again, not really needed at this moment, but that's just in case. And I want to say we've decrypted everything that we wanted to. There's really nobody else to decrypt here that I can think of. Anyway, I guess we do. I think we did Columbia, didn't we? Yeah, we have the passive bonus against Columbia. I suppose we could just take a look and see who's on the American faction and see if there's anybody else we might want to do it on. I'm not really seeing. I mean, I guess we could do it just on another South American country or Cuba, I suppose. I guess we could do it against them. They're probably the strongest here. It would probably be Cuba or Chile out of ones we haven't done yet. So yeah, I guess we'll do them in that order. Let's do Cuba here. Again, not really necessary, but why let it just sit there? So yeah, having some difficulty along here, guys. Let's actually go ahead and send some infantry over to this province, because this is where we need to attack here with. Alright, so we did win there. That'll allow us to cut those 2 divisions off if we can. Yeah, damn. I don't know if we'll be able to get there before these guys. Looks like they're about to take that province as well. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. You know what? Let's send this unit over here. Somebody's got to get there, man. I'd really like to cut those 2 units off if we can. Very, very close to losing here. And yeah, just having to constantly fight these guys here again. These guys did win here, so let's just keep on pushing forward. I don't think we're going to cut off many troops, guys. Kind of giving up on that hope here. Let's just hurry up and get this area wrapped up so that we can advance further into Mexico. Because, again, we're going to be doing this invasion here soon. Let's just take a look and see how much planning they have to do. 84 days, and they're 22 done. So by the time they get there, they probably only have a couple weeks. So, looks like we were able to cut them off. Excellent news. Let's go ahead and get them destroyed with this division here. That's 2 units destroyed, so super helpful. About to push us back there. Just a lot of difficulty here. Let's go ahead and grab that province right there, since nobody's defending it. Same right, that one right there. But yeah, we are in a position here where they might cut us off. See if we can't get the bike unit over there in time. See if there's anywhere else to advance. We got 10 units here. I wonder where they pulled those from. They had to pull them from somewhere. And we know they pulled quite a few units from here, but it's still very well defended, though. The Americans have so many goddamn divisions, guys. They got a lot of units. Let's take a look and see if we take any losses through all these invasions where we might need to replace them. I guess we could put them in the light tanks. I suppose that's like the lowest number I'm seeing here. Everything else is pretty stacked. Yeah, I guess we'll put them in the light tanks. Yeah. And those are only light tanks, too. Did we not research light tanks 3? I don't think we did. I don't think we ever got those. Yeah, we never got them. We do have a research bonus for them, so we could easily grab them up and get better light tanks out there. I suppose that would be good. So maybe we'll get that with our next research slot. Oh yes, I keep on forgetting about the damn strategic bombers, guys. This was, again, I knew it was going to happen. So let's take a look and see if they have strategic bombers. Probably not. Just ones. They just have ones. so it doesn't really matter who we contact. I guess we'll go with the British. But yeah, it's a shame. I thought they would have better ones. But at least we don't have to research these. I suppose there's that. So let's go ahead and get these. Oops. And they should accept it. And now we're going to want to go ahead and get those built. Ooh, let's put them up over here. And this will keep us from having to research them, which I'm never going to use them for anything other than, you know, for the nuclear bombs. So let's go and pull back on some stuff. We can pull back. Oops. Go down to just 5 here. Well, we're going to keep on stockpiling those because, again, I mean, we have an abundance of everything at this moment. I suppose we can pull back on the naval bombers a bit. We have a lot going towards naval bombers. Because I want to put quite a few, oops, my bad, quite a few into the strategic bombers so we can get these building here, guys. All right, so we're getting 2.58 per month. Remember, we only need 1 to be able to make use of those here. And we'll be able to start dropping bombs on them, man. All right, so it does look like we're probably just going to attack these guys here. I don't see a way for us to cut them off. This would be across a river attack. That's just not going to be very effective. Yeah, I don't really see any way to do this. So let's go ahead and change up our priorities here. So the Blue Army here, looks like we're missing a unit. Should be 12 here. Not entirely sure where the missing unit is. Looks like he's right there, actually. And he decided to go to that front. He's already in the sea, so might as well let him. We'll let him go over there. And then we're going to move these guys over to here to help us push forward here. All right, excellent. And we'll just pull these guys back here. Eventually, the Yellow Army will be pulling back over to here. And then we'll be able to reconnect these 2 blue borders here. And I think that'll be important. These guys are doing an attack here, so that lets us get an opportunity here. Maybe get a win against them. They are about to cut us off, so that's not good. We might need to change up what we're doing here. It's going to be 6 days for them to move here. We do control the skies, so that allows us to move so much quicker than them. We just don't have enough units here to protect all this territory, though. So I want to get a win here. Let's go and attack now. With these units, all the other ones can move over to this area. I think that's fine. All right, so it looks like we had another battle over here. We sunk 1 light cruiser and 12 American destroyers, as well as a convoy. So having good success in the seas now. Actually engaging their, I know that those are just escort ships, but that's still big because, you know, 2 things can come of it. First of all, they don't have anybody to escort their convoys, which makes it easier to sink their troops. And secondly, as they start running low on convoys, or excuse me, start running low on escorts, it's going to be a lot easier to sink their capital ships with like just a submarine or a torpedo destroyer. So we are going to go up along this route. I know it would be useful to have more special forces, but I think instead we're going to go up along this route. I like making them better. Now this one, of course, here's the big one, the defense and organization forum. It does take them longer to train, but yeah, I like the special forces supply grace. That's nice. And then of course you get the nice bonus here, whichever route you go. But we're going to go ahead and go with the, what I typically do, quality over quantity when it comes to the special forces. All right, so again, I'd love to get a win here, but I don't think we can. I can try to attack across the river and see if it's a win. No, it's not, so we're just weakening ourselves. All right, so no reason to even attempt that. If we win here, then we cut those divisions off. In order to really make that happen, though, we need to attack them probably with a weaker force. So they can't get out of there, and now we're defending. I think we might still be able to get out of there before they do. 11 hours for one of them. Okay, so we are going to need to attack them. But again, what we need to do is attack with a weak force that doesn't actually like win. It just kind of keeps them locked down. That might not work, though, because they're so weak. They did take that province from us, and they are starting to really take provinces now. We just don't have enough troops over here. So that's a shame. But again, we're about to reconnect it, so it's not a problem. They are winning there. That did force us to retreat again. This is a lot of troops that belong here. We should probably just retreat these guys. We're in a rough position here. Let's just go ahead and retreat. Over here, we did take Seattle. We got some openings now. Let's go and take advantage of those openings. Move the infantry into that one mountain province here. And then probably move some units into there. Should be a pretty easy win there. Just kind of take some provinces that are undefended. And they're starting to run low on troops, guys. And there we go. Sunk some capital ships. They actually brought a large fleet over here. It's kind of a bummer we weren't able to watch or anything like that. We sunk one battleship here, the USS Oklahoma. Now this is a very old battleship. 2 older cruisers as well, heavy cruisers, and 13 total destroyers there, and a convoy. And did a bit of damage to their remaining capital ships over here. All right, excellent. So that's a big win for us. And it looks like we are engaging them still. This is the pride of the fleet here, their battleship, the USS Pennsylvania. Again, very early battleship. I don't think they changed their pride of the fleets because I think that's the one that starts out as their pride of the fleet. I might be wrong on that one, though. We are in the middle of a storm, though. And these are just our submarines for right now. But, of course, our main task force will eventually engage them. All right, so, yeah, getting some great wins here, making some progress. And hopefully I really want to get those guys cut off if we can. We have reconnected this, excellent. So let's go and take all this blue army and put them onto that front. Get rid of this here. And then probably just, well, I feel like the yellow army can cover this themselves. We need the blue army onto this huge front that we have here. So let's go ahead and get them moving over here and go ahead and also get a planning bonus here. It does look like troops are kind of confused right now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, why everybody's trying to leave here. He's coming up over that way, so that's fine. Looks like we're attacking there. I'm going to allow that. But he needs to stay here, though, in that case. Not seeing any other openings up along this front just yet. Yellow Army really needs to do a bit more. So we'll probably bring them up here. But first, let's let them just worry about what they're doing right now. Let's hurry up and get the Blue Army on over to that front. I don't think they'll be taking... Yeah, some of them might actually end up taking the ports. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, actually. Some of them are... This is what we're going to do. They're already here. I don't know what the hell happened here. We're going to have them... Them two will take the ports. Those other 5 will take the railroad. Just kind of split it up a little bit. This is, of course, risky putting our troops in the seas, even though we do control them. We did sink 3 more heavy cruisers there, so... we're making very good progress on sinking the American fleet. I'm very pleased to see that. Looks like we should hold that province there. Winning here as well. Yeah, we will be able to push forward there. Let's not push all those divisions over there, though. Have some of these guys come over here now. And still not in a position yet to cut these guys off. Yeah, still a lot of troops up along here. Okay. Need to get more troops onto the blue front, of course. Not entirely sure what's going on here. This is kind of strange, but it looks like we got victory, so we'll take it. Just seeing if there's anything we can do here. What I kind of want to do is switch this a bit. Have the blue army focus up here, and then the purple army focus down here. And I think it would probably work switching them up. I don't think we should lose anything. Hopefully not, anyway. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that now, guys. So let's go ahead and pull the purple army down. And they're going to cover just right here. And then the blue army will cover all of the rest. Alright, so that looks good. So we're going to have to make some changes. And hopefully they can't take advantage of that. Now, their troop numbers are still pretty high here, so they might be able to. We'll see. We'll see, guys. And so, yeah, we won't be able to do anything until they make those changes there. All right, looking good. How about this green army? Are they ready to go yet? No, they are not. It's not even close to being ready to go. All right, so I think we can win right there. Let's go ahead and do an attack, though. They are leaving, so we could just grab the province up once they do leave. But you know what? Let's bleed them a little bit, man. Let's fight them. All right, do a little bit of an attack there. Maybe throw a marine in there for good measure. Could attack across the river with the Marines. There's just too many units over here, man. Mexico should be fairly undefended when we attack there because they have so many troops over here on this border. So yeah, they might not have enough troops. So we were able to take that province there. We're having some good success now, guys. Good success rates here. Losing provinces here and there, but overall getting this territory up here defended, actually defended. What we need to do is go ahead and make the Yellow Army cover a bit more, since they're not really working all that hard. But yeah, as the Blue Army's going up here, I realize this is probably too long of a front for them, so we'd like to pull back on that a bit. All right, looking pretty good overall, guys. Let's take a look at the skies. Make sure that we don't have any air bases that we can perhaps make use of. I don't think we control this zone here. Oh, we do. We do control the zone, so we can build up the air base. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to take that up to the top, make sure we get even more planes here in this air zone. We don't need to build these anymore, so we're going to stop all that. Yeah, I mean, we'll finish this one here, so it's just about done. But yeah, there's no reason to build that up any further. Frankly, I don't even think we even need to build that base up to level 10, but we'll just let it. It's fine. All right, let's see what we sunk here. We actually just lost a submarine. Sunk 8 more American destroyers. So how large is the American fleet at this point? 187 ships. That's all they got left. 6 submarines, 10 battleships, 7 cruisers, 136 destroyers, 6 heavy cruisers, 12 light cruisers. So not very many light cruisers left. I lost a lot of the ones they had. So that'll allow us to probably dominate when it comes to the screen battle. So you see that a lot of the purple army from here has pulled down, but the blue army isn't quite finished with their movement yet, probably because of all the attacks here. So just wait a little bit longer, guys. Looking for other places where we can get an attack going. We're still kind of really hardcore on the defense right now. You know, they still outnumber us. I mean, good God, the Americans have a stupid number of divisions. Like, look at this. They've got so many divisions. Just curious how many they have. If we can even see that. It should at 76%, 423 divisions. Now we have quite a few ourselves, 389, but remember most of them aren't here yet. So what we should probably do is create a new army to bring into this front here, since this is a little bit wide. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's create a new army, guys. And I know that we actually have some units here that, you know, don't need to be here, and this will be the start of our army. So that gives us 10 units here, and let's give them some assistance. We'll give them like some tanks here. I don't know how many we have that are actually trained. We'll just take the ones that are trained, and the ones that aren't trained yet, we'll stop them from going over there. All right, let's actually pull this back just a little bit and do 8 into this one. We're also gonna get ourselves like 6 bicycle units. So let's go and get these guys moving over to here. What is this army here? Okay, I don't know what I used them for, but they don't need to be in here into that field marshal. And yeah, we just kind of got armies sitting around everywhere. So these guys are all the ones defending the islands. Okay, and then these ones are the ones that I assigned to defend this territory. Got it. And again, these are all reserve units as well, so they're not great. We could also change a lot of those up to larger division designs if we wanted to. We could also create a larger division design with all that damn army experience that we have. We could use that to perhaps get a 40 width infantry division design. So let's go and get the new army that we have here that we just designed. Let's go and get them a commander. We can do, he is reckless. Yeah, we'll assign him, he's fine. And we need to give him some colors and stuff. Let's kind of change him up a little bit, make him a little bit more unique. Though we are lacking colors that we haven't used yet, so we'll just have to go with another red one. I think that'll be fine. I don't think we have any red armies down here. Yeah, we don't have any red armies around here. In fact, what is our red army doing? I'm not entirely sure what our red army is doing. I think they might still be over here somewhere. Yeah, they're still sitting here. So we can also send them on over here, but I kind of want to put them onto the Mexican front, if anywhere. Yeah, but we'll at least start moving them over to Hawaii, so that they'll be kind of on the, you know, on the way over here. But let's go and get these guys. This is our new red army. Let's go and give them, do we have a heart yet? We have a purple heart. And that's great, the purple heart. We don't have this equal sign yet, so let's go and have them come on over here. And they're gonna help the blue army out. Probably cover up here, I think. All right, excellent. So we're going to have them moving on over here. It'll take them time to get here, of course, but that's all right. So the other red army, we might want to change up their design a bit. Their composition, considering the fact that they have a lot of infantry. So I think we're going to take a few of these out. Let's see, how many do we have? We have 16. So let's move like, I don't know, 6 of them out or something like that. Gonna go back into that trained army there. And then we'll just give them some additional units, tanks and whatnot. So we currently have 5 tanks and 3 motorized. They don't have any bikes, so that's obviously a major hindrance. They need bikes, guys. So let's give them some bikes. And we'll also give them probably a few more tanks if we have them. I think I saved 2 tanks in here. I'll do another bike unit. Where's those tanks? There's one. I think there's one more in here. If I'm not mistaken. One more tank unit. Oh, you know what? I should have just selected This would have been a lot easier. By the way, just double selected that. That's fine. That gets us 3, so we can do 1 more unit. And I guess we'll do the bikes. Alright, so let's go ahead and set these guys up to go over to Hawaii. Hopefully the Green Army would have deployed by that point, because otherwise we're going to have supply issues. So we'll see if they're about ready. They're only halfway ready. You know what? I don't think they'll be done in time before they get here. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and delete all their orders, and we'll just keep them here for now until the Green Army is a little bit closer to going. All right. So I feel like we stabilized much of the fronts with the exception of this blue one, which we still have that Red Army coming over here. But for the most part, we have stabilized the fronts. They're doing attacks. They're going to exhaust themselves eventually. We will do any attacks that are practical, where we know we can win them. But otherwise, let's just let them throw themselves at us. You know, especially with these mountain provinces, I just don't see any point on attacking into them when there's that many divisions defending, unless you see a point here where they're like really, really weak and we can get an easy win. In those cases, we will attack forward, but otherwise, I don't see a point on attacking into mountains, man. Let's let them attack us. They've got to be exhausting themselves here. We are about to lose some territory here, so let's go and have this guy come over here and help us out, defend it. And did we build any strategic bombers yet? I guess that's the question. Can we bring them over here? Remember, we only need 1. It looks like that's yes. So let's go ahead and get that air wing out here. And where do we want to deploy them? Where are the most units at? We want to advance this direction, but at the same time, this one's really difficult. So let's bring them over here first. Just because they're in the mountains, I don't really like the way the front looks here. So let's go ahead and get, man, I don't want to overstretch it. So let's just put them here. We're going to move all of them over here and just get them up to like, I don't know, 10. And once they come on over here, we'll drop some bombs, man. Although I'm not seeing them there. Wait a minute, did I mess it up? Did I sign it wrong? Let me just double check here because I didn't see the 10 here at all. Huh. Okay. Did I not press OK? I'm not entirely sure what I did there. Did I have the wrong airbase? Okay, I got the wrong airbase. I meant to bring them down here, but I didn't. So let's do that again. I thought I had this one selected. Apparently not. All right, so let's go ahead and have them all come on over here. And just get them up to 10. There we go, beautiful. All right, so how long until they get here? They will get here on the 6th of July. All right, excellent. That's when we're gonna be able to start dropping some nukes, man. So I'm excited. That'll be this episode. I was thinking that it wouldn't be till next episode that we actually were able to deploy the nukes against them, but yeah, it looks like we should be able to make use of them. All right, so let's go and pull the Blue Army back here. But before they go, we're going to make use of them here to do some attacks. It looks like these should be real easy provinces to take. And yeah, just kind of let them throw themselves into us, and they're going to run out of, they're not going to run out of manpower, but they could run out of equipment. Even, let's stop these silly attacks. Even the Americans can run out of equipment. Nobody is immune when you take the kind of casualties that these guys are taking from these attacks. Not even America is immune to eventually having some issues with the equipment. Just look at how many goddamn divisions are here, man. These are massive numbers. Our nukes are going to be incredibly effective here, guys. Let's stop this attack. I'm going to see if I can't get here before them. And yeah, we need another unit right there. We'll go ahead and, I can't retreat him. We'll go and retreat that guy. Cover that mountain province for us. Again, just waiting for those red troops to get over here. And yeah, we'll just advance it into any really easy provinces to take. Right there would be fairly easy, I think, maybe. Yeah, it looks pretty easy. So let's go ahead and take all these guys, have them attack. Try and get a little win there. Support with the Blue Army. All right, excellent. So yeah, just an absolute ton of divisions down there. We do have our nukes here. Looks like we got them here a while ago. Or excuse me, our strategic bombers are here. So we should be able to drop a nuke now as long as it's in our air zone, which is right along here. So let's just take a look. We can. All right, so we want to drop these into like heavily defended provinces to do the most damage because we only have one. So let me see what this is. Just thinking some convoys there. I'm seeing 14 divisions here is probably the highest number. That's not really the best place to attack though. I think maybe like here would be good. It's 10 units. It's in a mountain province. It's the highest number that I see where we'd actually want to attempt to advance. Although we could advance here, I suppose. We don't have a lot of units along here. The other thing is that they have divisions all along the side here that will reinforce those guys. Yeah. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We'll attack these guys. It's 12 divisions. So it's going to bomb them. And when does that happen? A matter of hours? Oh, damn. They're attacking us. Alright, so we want to do the attack there. Let's go ahead and send one of these guys here forward. Maybe take a bike unit. Send him too. And, oh, there we go. Alright, so we've dropped our first atomic weapon on them. And that should let us get a win against 13 units there. And now what we need to do is get these atomic bombs pumping out faster. We need to build, we need to build a lot more nuclear reactors. We're building them fairly quick, but not quick enough, I feel. So let's go ahead and build up in these 70% locations. I don't want to build in the 30%, so we're probably gonna have to build over here. That's a nice 100% location. So yeah, let's go and build these up, guys, and we're gonna take these up to the top and prioritize them. All right, so that looks pretty good. And that'll help us build the nuclear bombs a little bit faster. So are these guys ready to go yet? No, 53 of 84 days. All right, so that'll be a good win right here. Easy win against 13 units. Of course, we have to actually finish these defenses up to be able to take the province. And if they move over there first, though we do control the sky, so again, they move incredibly slow. Somebody will get there, I think. And we still did the damage to them, even if we don't take the province. More than anything, this was about... God, they just keep on attacking us here. This was about killing units here. But yeah, I want to get the province out of the deal. Ah, damn it, they got there. Well, wait a minute, we might get there. 22 hours, guys. If they just stop attacking us for a little while. 12. Almost there. And I think we got it. Alright, excellent. So we just need to get enough units to defend it now. And could throw it a couple units over here just to do an attack, just kind of help out on that defense. Alright. So, I think we still have... I didn't realize we were getting the strategic bombers. Yeah, so we don't even need the license now. We might as well go ahead and use this research bonus to get the next one. And we'll keep building... I guess we just build our own now, can't we? I know we lose the little bit of efficiency here, but might as well, man. Might as well. While the efficiency is still fairly low. Go ahead and put these guys up to 15 times. I didn't realize I was researching that already, so that was, you know, a hassle we didn't need to do. So let's go and end that. And we no longer need the licenses now. You know, when I was doing that, I was really expecting them to have more units than they actually did. Like higher level units. That would have been a little bit more helpful for us to have. Unfortunately, they did not, though. They only had the real low level units. Let's go and just pull this guy back now. I don't think we're going to hold on to that province. How long until this Red Army gets over here? Let's just take a look. They're crossing the Pacific now. It's going to be some time. Though it does seem that some of them are coming from defensive locations that were fairly close by, so they'll be here soon. Alright, so yeah, looking pretty good up along here. About to get our next atomic weapon as well. Again, we get that in 30 days. So not too shabby, but we are having some difficulty up along this front here now. We are defending there. We can stop this attack now. That's not going to work. And yeah, we killed a ton of dudes there. I assume that the casualties for the Americans is going to be incredibly high by the end of this episode. We got 2 units coming here to make sure we don't lose there. They got to get there soon. There we go. Excellent. Alright, so that'll allow us to hold on to that province. This is undefended, so we'll grab it. Nobody there. I imagine the Americans are eventually going to start having issues defending all these provinces, despite their 400-something divisions. And if they pull them from the Atlantic coast, then that's going to open that up for the British to do their invasions. So next episode, we'll be really focusing on getting the Mexicans knocked out of this conflict. It's time for them to leave. We'll get Mexico City, and should be able to get them to capitulate, hopefully quickly. I'm hoping we can advance up here as well by then. We'll have to see how that ends up going. We do have the army experience and air experience right now. Well, let's see how we want to do this. So, what do we have that's about to be done researching? Let's just take a look. We're about to get those fighters. They're done in 9 days, so we'll use the air experience for the new fighters. As far as the army experience, there's really not anything to use it for except for the tanks. And I want to research the new tanks. So I think we're just gonna let it sit there stacked. It's fine. I don't see any reason to reduce the efficiency on a variant of an old model that we're gonna be getting rid of soon. Moving that guy here. It does look like we're having some difficulty here. We'll have to do an attack. That's not gonna be enough to help out the defense there, unfortunately. Yeah, there's just too many units there. We are about to lose there. Bring in another division over there, though. We got our first Red Army division here. Excellent. Kind of help us hold on to this territory we're currently losing right now. But yeah, really just kind of sitting on the defense, letting them exhaust themselves. We'll do attacks again. We'll do them where it's warranted, where I feel like we can get an easy win, like right there. That's a good win right there with lots of units who can attack because we can reduce the front size here. So we'll do attacks like that. But otherwise, yeah, just kind of sit on the defense and let them exhaust themselves. Attacking into mountains, man, this has got to be costly for them. Again, I can't wait to see the casualties, man, for this episode. I feel like they got to be really, really high for the Americans. We're 19 days for the next nuke. But yeah, I think we'll probably use it here. I really want to get these connected. We could also use them here. I don't know that we have the range, though. Oh, no, looks like we can. Okay, I think they actually... Let me just take a look and see where they're at here. Yeah, it looks like they got pretty good range. It's not great. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we can cover this entire zone here. The Strategic Bomber 1s, they, obviously they have very, very long range, but it's just not as high as the other, the newer ones. They have just insane range. We did lose there, apparently, so they're going to take that province back from us. And we just finished up the research for fighters, so that'll allow us to now go ahead, get the close air support, but most importantly, get a variant of the new fighters that we just got. Let's just go ahead and have those guys build like so, just to get rid of the light, and then we'll create a variant. So we're going to do some range here. I think that would be good, and then just go and tick up the reliability a bit, and that looks great. Let's go ahead and save that, and then replace the current fighters with those. Alright, fantastic. Alright, so let me just take a look and see when these guys are, how much more time they have. They got about 9 more days, so we'll be able to launch that before the end of this episode, because we only have a couple minutes left, guys. Again, I'm trying to make as much progress as we can. We took another province there, that's excellent. Because again, I don't know when we'll have another episode. I don't know that we'll have one on Sunday. So I wanted to make a good progress in this one. Get a little win there. We'll leave it undefended, so we'll bring one division over there. We got the infiltration in depth, and I want to say we are now completely done here. Yes, we have finished up with the land doctrines. That is excellent news. Let's go ahead and get those light tanks now. We'll get that in 69 days, and that's what we'll use our army experience for. We'll just get a new, really good light tank going. I personally like tanks. Like light tanks. I know some people don't because of their low combat stats. I like them for their speed, though. They're not good for your mainline tank, obviously. And that's pretty much what they're serving as for us, because of we didn't really need medium tanks. And even now, you see we're doing fine without the medium tanks, I feel. We should have anti-tanks in our units, though, which I don't think we have them in most of our division designs, so we should add those. That's one thing we could do with the army experience now, I suppose. But if we were going to do that, then we should probably have just... and yeah, I don't even know where I'd add those to anyway. I guess we could remove the artillery here and put anti-tank instead. I know we have a good deal of them, but does this change the manpower up and thus change up? It does not. Because if it changed manpower, then it also changes their experience, but it doesn't. However, you notice this doesn't actually make them any better because our anti-tanks are so old. Yeah, so we change from artillery to anti-tank, and you'll notice that our piercing actually goes down. Our heart attack actually goes down because we haven't researched better anti-tank. So switching over to anti-tank would in fact be less than useless. It would be detrimental to our units because we have not researched any of the anti-tanks with the exception. Oh yeah, all we have is old anti-tanks that we've gotten from conquering other people. I saw that we had like 4,000 anti-tanks. I thought we had built some. I thought we just had the level 1s, but I thought we had built some. But yeah, we don't have any anti-tanks. So yeah, there's just no point on getting those guys. So it's just too late now. I feel like we can win without them. You know, we're going to have issues some places, but you'll see like the losses here. This is infantry attacking us. The majority of their units are in fact infantry. So I think we're okay with just the light tanks. I mean, could of course try and get medium tanks by getting a license from perhaps Germany and use their medium tanks. That'd be an option. I wonder if we can win here. We can win there. All right, excellent. So yeah, it would be an option. But yeah, I just don't think it's necessary. I think we're doing just fine without them. Let's go ahead and send some troops across here, man. Because this is wide the hell open. I don't know if we can get the troops there before them, but we'll try. I'd also like to cut these guys off here. You know, I'm gonna send these two over here. Try and cut those guys off if we can. We'll need to do an attack here to stop them from leaving. Not that strong of an attack though. Maybe just 2 units. Yeah, we want it to be a loss so that we can not actually defeat any of them. Almost got that next atomic weapon, guys. Let's take a look and see if these guys are ready to go. They are. All right, so let's go ahead and do the attack there. That was the last thing I really wanted to have done before the episode ended. I wanted to be able to launch that. We're getting more and more red units here, so this northern border here is going to be more and more secure, harder and harder for them to push us back, because they have pushed us back in several areas, unfortunately, up along there. That's kind of our weak point right now. Now, they got a ton of divisions, absolute insane number of divisions here. And looks like this attack did fail. Let's go and send another weak attack at them, just to lock them down again. And let's go ahead and try and get some of this territory taken. Let's go and attack these guys, stop them from winning there. Or at least stop them from taking the province. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there in time. We did not cut those guys off yet because we still have to win here. I didn't realize that. So let's go ahead and do that attack. And let's just pull one of these back. So again, that it's a loss. He can go. All right. And I want to get our last nuclear bomb. We'll use that too, and that's how we'll end this episode. Bombing them one more damn time. So I have to decline that. And yeah, I just don't think we'll be able to win here, guys. To cut them off. Again, maybe if we went up here first. Man, we're having difficulty right there. Where are these guys at? Oh yes, now we can bring this red army over here. So let's go and get them moving now. You'll notice we are having some supply issues, unfortunately. Let's get these red army moving on over here. Yeah, we having some supply issues up here in the north. So that's an issue. But again, as we pull the blue army back, once we get enough of the red army here, then we should be able to fix that. I'm just waiting for enough of the red army to get here to stabilize the front, and then we'll pull them back a bit. As far as supply zones, though, America has huge supply zones, so it does cause some difficulty. And you can see all these units sharing this one supply zone. Yeah, all here in California. I hate the way America is designed. They base it entirely off of the states. So, like, every state is like an air zone. Every state is its own supply zone. And our states are absolutely massive. Like, our states are like the size of multiple European countries. You know, depending on the state, of course. Obviously, we have some small states, too. But you take a state like Texas or California, which is the size of multiple European countries, and those same European countries will be divided, you know, into multiple air zones and multiple supply zones. And I know it's America where you don't fight here, you know, that often, but you do fight here. I mean, I typically fight here almost every campaign that I play as like an Axis, you know, fascist or even a communist. So I mean, you fight here a lot, and yeah, you have to deal with these problems, man. Let's go ahead and try and extend out here, get some territory, and let's figure out where we want to use this nuke, guys. So, I mean, these guys are pretty weak here. I don't think that's the best location. I think right here would be a really good location to hit them on. They are leaving, though, so they might get out of there before we're able to drop it. Yeah, it looks like they are leaving. Quite a few units there are leaving, so if we attack them and lock them down, then they won't be able to. So let's go ahead and drop the nuke. Make sure that they don't leave here. And then do this attack now. Again, it's going to be a loss until the nuke drops. There we go. And let's just take one of these guys out. There we go. Excellent. So just killing tons of troops. getting some good wins, having a lot of success. Obviously they've taken a couple provinces back from us, but for the most part we are moving pretty rapidly now. They don't have enough divisions to cover the entire front. This guy's attacking across the river, so we'll stop that madness. But yeah, right now they're just in a rough position now. They can't cover every single one of these locations. This should be also leaving the Pacific coast open if the British happen to do any attacks over there. And yeah, I feel like we're doing pretty well now. So a lot of these guys are doing attacks here. Let's go ahead and pull back the Blue Army. Again, this is all one supply zone, so it's actually not going to fix anything, but we needed to do it anyways. And then we're going to place the Red Army up to here. All right. So that is going to be the end of the episode. We get the next atomic weapon here in 118 days. Let's take a look at the casualties, which I do expect to be really high for them. On our side, we've only taken maybe another 100,000 casualties in this episode, which of course most of that was by the Americans. So that's really not that bad when I think you're going to see what the casualties here are for them. It's going to be insane. Now, I don't know if we've been fighting any of these guys. Yeah, we killed almost 130,000 Colombians. Only 4.6 thousand there. Mexico, we've killed 441,000 Mexicans compared to their 167,000. So that's where we've done the largest number of casualties in this episode. As far as we were pretty close to being even in the last episode. So that's big for us. They're currently 7% towards capitulation. Obviously, we haven't taken much of their territory yet. Let's see who else we've been fighting. 13,000 of Uruguay. The Cubans, almost 25,000. And maybe 15,000, almost 15,000 Haitians. But here against America, look at that, 3.5 million casualties. Currently 25% towards capitulation. 3.5 million for 180,000 troops, guys. Wow, that is a stupid amount of casualties. And now you can see their side has now taken more casualties than us. So that has got to be impacting them, right? Let's just take a look at their current manpower, which I think you find out here. Oh, they still got a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's America. They got a lot of manpower left. It's 4 point something million manpower. Where are they at here? Oh, they are in total mobilization. So that is going to hurt their manpower if they haven't taken that women in the workforce, which they might have. We can see somewhere. I think that's here. We can see if they've taken the women in the workforce. Well, they have the Women's Armed Service Integration Act. That's something completely different. I don't see the women in the workforce decision having been taken yet. But yeah, just looking at other things here. All adult serve. That's important as well. They are on all adult serve, which is going to give them some massive penalties to factory, doctrine output, construction speed. So that's a big hit on them right now. So I imagine that they will run out of equipment sooner rather than later. I don't see how when you're getting a 30% penalty and you're taking millions and millions of casualties, which means all that equipment is being destroyed. I don't see how, and look at the attrition. They're taking attrition all through this area now, so are we. But look at our attrition compared to theirs. We're looking at a 33% attrition here compared to like a 0.6% attrition, 5% there. I mean, 10% there. That's a little bit higher because of how hot it is. Quite a bit here in the mountains. That's pretty bad. But again, they're facing 33% across the board here. A little bit higher in some places, but yeah, a lot more casualties from attrition, I think, than we are. I mean, especially you look here, very high attrition rates. So between all these attrition rates and then, of course, the casualties from battle that they're taking right now, I don't see how they don't start having equipment issues. And not of infantry equipment. AI tends to build like a massive amount of infantry equipment, and it's so easy to build. But of like tanks, anti-tanks, anti-air, artillery, that's the kind of stuff I think they're going to start running out of, and I think this is the beginning of the end for them. We'll be able to start pushing forward soon, and we're just pumping more and more divisions on here, and we'll be knocking out their ally Mexico, hopefully next episode, and from there we're just going to start pushing east, and maybe the British will be able to make some invasions here. We'll just have to see. With so many divisions on our side, you expect that they have to have a lot less defenders here. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode, though. I had a pretty fun time. I like seeing us have some success here after so many difficult invasions. This feels good, man, seeing this. And just those numbers, man. Those are good numbers. That's good, real good kill-death ratio there. So I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you on the next episode, which again might not be till Tuesday, just depending on how long it takes for me to do that Call of War video. Just based on how long it took last time, I do assume I won't have time because it's a little bit time consuming, and I do want to get that done for this weekend. So yeah, might not have a video again until Tuesday. So sorry about that. But again, we're finally starting to get back on the schedule. We had a video almost every day this week. So yeah, finally getting back on the schedule. And I'm excited about next week because we're going to have some new stuff starting up. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I'll see you guys on that next episode. And thanks for watching.